Hello, maybe it's good to have another look behind the scenes. When I was preparing to go to Australia to make these videos, I had a few practical challenges that is concerning, for example, the microphones. I think a microphone is important, and I have a few microphones that I really like very much. I've played a lot of music when I was a bit younger, classical music and jazz music, and I thought I need a good microphone for this so that people can really understand me very well. And then I looked a little bit on the internet. I looked a little bit on the internet, but it was so complicated too. I'm not technical savvy, so it was not really for me. And I just asked some advice, and it was amazing what that advice could do. In just, I think, maybe it took him 2 or 3 minutes, he advised me and he said, yeah, you can use that microphone you like so much, but you just need this little amplifier and everything will go fine. And that was great. And now you will see that the videos have quite good sound quality. I'm happy for you. And also for myself, because I like that. And that is just a little example of how advice can help. That person was specialized in it. For him it was peanuts to give me advice, and for me it saved a lot of time. And then another challenge came, and I had to find out what software I would have to use to make the recordings, but also that I knew already, but to put everything on the internet. And then I needed the website, and people had to be able to pay, and I needed a certain kind of learning management system to put all the videos in and things like that. And I know a few things about it, but I'm absolutely not an expert in it. And I wanted to do it good, so again I hired an expert then, and I asked him what should I use as software, and I explained him what I wanted my customers to be having, and he did some research on that, and he came back with a software stack. I didn't even know the word or the expression. So he said a combination of this and this and this software would be very good for you. And I looked at it, and it was quite new what I saw, and I looked a little bit deeper, and I could improve a little bit on it, even because I really knew better my company and what I wanted to give to my customers. I knew it better than that guy. I cannot blame him for that. Absolutely not. So, but I know a little bit more, and so I could dig a little bit deeper, and I did that. And I came up with a little bit a better solution. But if it would not have been from that guy's advice, it would have taken me a week to figure it out, and I cannot do that. So you would have never had this program even. So I think that's a nice example of what advice can do. I got a lot of interesting insights from him. Then I applied it to my company, and I made the advice he gave me better. I made the insights that he gave me bring me a very good solution. And that is what advice does. Also with our one-to-one business consulting advice, what we do is we give a lot of insights, we give a lot of frameworks, management models, ideas, and then the people think about it and apply it to their company. They will know their company always a lot better than how I will ever know their company. Even if they come back for the 6th or 7th or 8th time for a new project, as many of the companies or clients do, even then I will never know the company as good as how they know it. They live in it. And that's the same with you. You will know your company a lot better than I will ever know it. But we will give you insights, and you will be able to apply it to your company. You will be able to see how it fits in your company, and you will be able to take the best decisions for your company. And that will be the right way and the strong way to go forward. Okay? I am thinking about another thing of advice that I wanted to share with you. I also have advisors, you know, because I believe in it. A few years ago, I was sitting together with one of my advisors, and he is one of the former directors of, he was one of the European directors even of one of the big 4 companies, consulting companies. And we were having dinner together. That is something we will miss together. And that's a pity, because I love to eat. Anyhow, and we were sitting together at an evening, and he was asking me questions, and basically he was asking to go through my life and explain me what I did and things like that. And I was struggling a little bit I knew our consulting was different than from our competitors, but it was hard to pinpoint it, how it was exactly different, sorry. And as I was talking to him and explaining what I did in my life, it came very apparent to me, with all his questions and his way of asking questions, it came very apparent to me that I have a kind of what the French say, un fil rouge, a red wire through my whole life story. You understand what and that I was always helping people, and I was helping people in all the jobs I did. The jobs were very different, but I was always helping people, and I was helping people in such a way that they could live further after my help, without my help. So I made them independent of me. And that is so typical for me, I think. I always want to help customers. We work often with projects, I help them, and after a project, which is often quite short, they can go on without us. They don't need us anymore. We make them smarter, we make them more confident, we make them wiser in such a way that they can make their own decisions in the future when it comes back to that kind of decisions. They will not need us anymore. And I think that is quite different to other consulting companies, because other consulting companies are, as I see it, maybe 80% of them, some of them will be angry at me, but maybe 80% of them are focusing on how can I take care that the client is happy with me, but also needs me in the future. So that my days will be filled, because when he needs me, my agenda will be full, and if my agenda is full, I have no problems whatsoever. I have no worries whatsoever. I can be sure I can make my invoices and things like that. So that's what I often see happening in many consulting offices, even with the ones who go to the small and medium-sized enterprises. And I hope I guess some people will be angry at me, but so be it then. And I think that the big change or the big difference we have in our company is that we do it differently. We make ourselves every time missable. People can go on without us, and that's important. And I didn't see that without his questions, and it was so important to me. But I didn't figure it out without his questions. It was already here, it was already in my head. It only just didn't came out of my head because I didn't have the right thinking about it, and it was just by having his insights and his other way of looking at things that I had my insights that were already there, crystallized, and I could use them. And that is the value of advice, okay? It will not suddenly give you the magic thing you have to apply. I don't think there is such a thing. You know your company very well, you know your clients very well, you know your people very well, your employees. I would ask you questions and give you frameworks and management models that make you think. And because of that thinking, you will get to your conclusions, your decisions that are very good for you in your company. You will group them together in what we call a road book. All the decisions you made, all the thinking process. The road book will not be so big, maybe 6-8 pages or so, depending on how much you want to write. But it will be a reflection of your whole strategic thinking you do for your company. And at the end, you will have a company that is stronger, better structured, where you can steer your employees in a better way, in a more energetic way, where you have a clearer vision of where you will go to, where you have a very good strategy of how you excel as a company, what your companies are, your clients are, what your clients are not, what products or services you will deliver, what products or services you will not deliver, what basic strategy you will have, what is the core competency you will work on in your company, how you will focus your marketing, what people you want to hire, how you will optimize your team. All these things and many other things you will have noted down in that roadbook, and all these things will be decisions you have made. And at the end of the roadbook we will make a synthesis of everything in 2 or 3 pages, and that will be your battle plan for the next few years. So I think this program only has one disadvantage: it's way too cheap. Yeah. I would not say that, but I say it anyhow. Okay, I wish you all the best. I hope to see you soon, and I look forward to all the results you will make with the ideas you will get from this program. I wish you all the best in the meantime, and see you soon.